It is time. Time to explain every single game mode and make a tier list for no reason whatsoever. Let's go. Final destination. A free-for-all in a subway station that has moving subways. You can go upstairs, you can explore a little bit, but mainly you throw people in front of the subway. C tier. Winter Cabin. A free-for-all in a little building that has an upstairs and a downstairs area. There's also outside, which is freezing cold and will kill you pretty fast. You have windows that can be broken, doors can be opened, and there's a lot of milk to drink for some reason. Ichiban. Ichiban is the most basic flat open arena, but it has gas on the outside, which is very interesting. So you can get thrown out of the ring, and maybe if you're fast enough you can still make it back to the top. Unless there's someone waiting for you with a baseball bat. I played this one a lot in the open beta with a group of friends, so I think that's why I'm a bit biased towards this one, but A tier. Typhoon. This was also one of the beta maps, so I did play this one a lot before. I do prefer the other ones because this one has rockets that go off at random, and then also there's, you know, you're on a submarine which is going down. D, I guess? Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow is a little bit like Ichiban, because you can get thrown off the sides, but then also it's tipping left and right, and it's rising up in the air so much that it starts to freeze over on the sides. It's a very slippery slope. Weapons like tasers and stuff are very OP. B. Winter is coming. You're duking it out outside. It's absolutely freezing, by the way. But there are a couple campfires to keep you warm. There's also a lot of stuff to throw at people. So if you see those sticks with marshmallows and stuff, you can throw those. You can knock people out with that. You can also knock someone out and just leave them in the middle of the fire pit. It's up to you. If I had the choice to remove this from the pool, I would. D tier. Wind Tunnel. Just another open space arena, right? Well, this one has a twist. You're inside of a wind tunnel and just randomly the thing starts turning on. You can extend the walls in the middle with the levers though, to protect yourself from the wind. If you don't get to a safe spot in time, you're basically off the map instantly. If you're outside of the little square in the middle, then the floor is extra slippy, so good luck. It's a very basic map, but it's got a nice twist, so I really like it. B tier. The Black Hole Lab. Not gonna lie, this one is my favorite, absolute favorite, because you have a normal fighting arena, you have a pit in the middle to drop people, and then, there's weapons, and then the black hole machine turns on, everyone gets sucked up into the air, you have to hold on to something heavy or you're gone. The best thing to do is to hold on to the chain because it's attached to the wall. Other than that, time your knockouts properly and you can eliminate anyone pretty fast. Very simple, very small map, but I really love it. S tier. To see the rest of this video, support me on Patreon. I'm just kidding. Beat Up Bridge. Basically, you're on the world's worst bridge ever. As soon as the round starts, it starts breaking left and right. It even has different ways to break. Sometimes it breaks entire boards off, sometimes only one side fails. It's kind of random. All in all, I enjoy this map, but it's not something special I seek out. So, C tier. Gator Valley. Another map that features a bridge, but this time it moves around a lot and it breaks and slips off. Also, there's giant waves that throw you in every single direction you don't want to go. Something I like about this map is that the rounds are over pretty quickly, so even if you dislike this map, it's over pretty fast. I'll give this one a D tier. Icebreaker. Icebreaker may look like a pretty basic map, but it actually cracks open and breaks off. Also, it is very hard to get back up on one of the sides because it's like everyone can see you, so people are gonna focus on you. People want to turn you into an ice cube. It's pretty decent, no real strategy or tactic needed. You can use a long-range weapon if you want to, but everyone's gonna close in on you pretty fast. I'd say it's pretty fun. It's decent. I'd say it deserves a C. Lollipop Factory. I really don't like this one. Maybe that's because I don't have a big group of friends to play with. It's probably a lot more fun if you have a full group. But yeah, the objective is to bring gummy bears into your base, I guess you could call it, your side. And then you have to flip a switch to drop it down and gain points from that. Yeah. If you're playing solo, this game mode is hell. Like, this brings my blood to a boil. And then on top of that, people accidentally knocking out their own teammates and stuff. It's, oh my lord. No. F. Fluffy Redemption. So you have two trains next to each other. You have to bring coal into the engine to make it go faster, and there's also a brake lever. You can jump on the enemy train, knock out a few animals, throw a bunch of their coal overboard, pull their brake lever. You can kind of mess with them a lot and kind of sabotage their train, I guess. Kind of feels like it was made for this game, so C. Into the Game. Into the Game is a fairly small map that has two arcade machines, one for each team. If you grab onto the arcade game, you can play and collect coins, collect hearts or diamonds, I'm not sure, and you have to try and avoid the bombs. A fun thing about this map is that you can actually go on the enemy team's arcade machine and make them lose on purpose, so that's fun. And of course you can knock each other off the machine. Since you can't really throw anyone out of the ring, I'm gonna be honest and say that I don't really enjoy this game mode that much. It's gonna be an E. Speaking of game modes I don't enjoy that much, Safely Afloat. Both teams have to fight over an objective in the middle that is way too small. An object spawns there with a balloon attached to it. You have to grab it and drag it to your machine on your side. Something I really dislike about this map is that the middle is so small. Even with proper teammates, you're gonna get knocked out by friendlies constantly. Spreading out over the map isn't really doable because you need that middle point. It's F. Trebuchet. Now before I give this one an F as well, because I really don't like it, here's how it works. So you have a trebuchet at your base, and you have bombs at your base. What you do is you put the bombs in the trebuchet, pull the lever, and then send the bombs to the enemy team. The only way they are gonna die is if those bombs go off, so it's pretty easy for them to just stand around and wait and throw the bombs back into the river. What you could also do is jump in the trebuchet yourself. So that way you can attack them, make sure they don't throw the bombs overboard. No. No bueno for me. F. Buzzball. Buzzball is a pretty cool concept. It's basically like football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. But you have to throw the ball into the net, and if more than one person grabs onto the ball, it shoots like a wave of electricity and knocks everyone back. So that's a good way to negate the cluster flux, you know? Like you actually have to think about what you're doing. Which is strange in this game. But I like it. I really like it. And that's why it's getting a B tier. The last remaining 3 game modes are all pretty similar, but I hate one of them with a passion, so let's get that one out of the way first. Beast Hockey. The map feels way too small. Your punches and kicks sometimes just feel like they do nothing at all. And then other times you see someone slightly punch it and you get knocked out for half an hour. No, you can already hear the salt in my voice. No, screw this. F. Now for some reason, these last 2 games are so satisfying to win at. They're Beast Football and Beast Soccer. I've met some of the saltiest players ever in these game modes. They love using their mics, they love cursing in their own language because they think I don't understand them. I think these are the 2 most competitive modes I've played so far. But yeah, super satisfying to get a win. Super satisfying to do actual passes and make a play. If you're into Rocket League, but you don't think there's enough fighting going on, make sure to give this one a try. Both of these actually, because both of these get S tier for me. So that was the tier list, or at least that was my tier list. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.